Today on Mysterious Morsels, we're talking about the Yeti. So the Yeti is like the cousin. We'll call him the Abominable Snowman in Western pop culture, although in Rudolph he's kind of a cool dude. And he's really known to inhabit the Himalayan mountain range in Asia. He's like the frozen furry buddy, if you will, to Sasquatch. So articles have been offered as an attempt to prove the existence. They're always out to prove the existence of a large, hairy, person-like creature. And there's supposedly sightings in video and audio and photographs and clusters of footprints and whatnot. But that's the same stuff they had on Sasquatch, and none of that panned out. So none of this really pans out either. But people do believe it. The origin of the Yeti is some weird combo of Sherpa folklore and misidentified bears or yaks. Basically the Bigfoot of North America that, like I said, is the Frosty style. So they're very similar descriptions, but this guy is in the cold regions. And he's basically a large bipedal ape-like creature, maybe less on the bear or kind of man-like that they would think, but he could have brown or gray or white hair, so they're kind of going all over the place with that. And he's got large, sharp teeth. Then Tibetans believe that the varieties of Yetis, which, I mean, who knew that there were varieties of Yetis, and that the black-furred Yeti would be the largest, fiercest. I believe they call these the Nayamo, and apologies for my pronunciation here because I'm just not wonderful at Asian languages. I try my best, but I don't have too many words there. So they're supposedly the king, if you will, of the Yetis, and then they're 15 feet-ish tall, and that would put us around somewhere in the 8,000 to 10,000 feet above sea level where they are residing. So they're already like standing high above the usually Himalayan mountains. And, I'm thinking like Everest, of course, in my head for Disney at Animal Kingdom. Now, they made an entire attraction out of it, and it is popular. It's a good ride. And they do have what I like to call Disco Yeti, because unfortunately, when they made the replica, the theming's really good. I mean, it's all obviously supposed to take place in Asia, in the Himalayas. And if you go through the queue, there are all sorts of like sightings and writings and things that give to the legend of the Yeti and say like, oh, careful if you're going on this ride. So the theming is really fantastic. But if you really look in the details of it, they went so far. Joe Rohde he was one of the Imagineers who put the ride together. They made an airliner arm to swing. That's how much, it was a jet engine of an airliner. That's how much force was behind the arm that used to swing on the animatronic Yeti. It worked maybe a year, and then it started to compromise the integrity of the coaster. So they had to put it in B mode, and now they have strobe lights behind it, hence the term Disco Yeti. So it looks like his arm is swinging, but it's really not. So it feeds into all this info and sightings. However, Russian folklorists sometimes say that Chuchuna is their alleged name for the Yeti, and they have like a different spin on it. And in Buddhist beliefs, he's totally only in the Himalayan area. He was definitely adopted by Tibetan Buddhism, and he was considered a non-human animal that was human enough to be able to follow the Dharma. So we'll have to figure out whether or not you believe in the stories of the Yeti becoming like a helper or disciple to religious figures, like he was a positive entity. And in Tibet, the images of the Yetis are paraded and occasionally worshipped as guardians against evil spirits. And again, we talked about this in the last podcast when we talked about Sasquatch / Bigfoot. He's never really gone down as like a bad guy. Like they've always found him to be positive, helpful, never hurting a human. He might have taken livestock, picked off a deer or something, had a little snack on a chicken, but he never hurt a person. And it seems to be carrying over that way. So it's like he's some sort of guardian. Like he's scary because he's tall and he's got sharp teeth and he has the capability of hurting you, but like it's better to be loved or feared, I guess. Like he's revered, so therefore he's safe and safe to you, but in this case worshipped, but he's got his own story. And like I said, it's the frozen cousin to Bigfoot and Sasquatch. And again, he wasn't supposedly bad either. So it was just kind of a positive spin on a legend, which is nice because a lot of times they get a bad rap and it's a creature or something that's trying to hurt you. And I didn't get a sense of malevolence in anything that we researched. So if you like this type of content, scare the like button into turning blue and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more content like this, click on the video. Also, don't forget to drop us a comment telling us your favorite mythical creature, or tell us any other thing you'd like to see.